What if your AI didn't just answer questions, but actually got things done for you? No more copy-pasting between tabs. No more, I can't help you with that. Just results. Sounds like sci-fi? It's not. Let me explain what I mean. Imagine you ask an AI assistant to help book your flight to Chicago next Friday. And instead of only giving advice, it can check your calendar, compare flight options, and prepare the booking steps for you. That's not a regular chatbot. That's an AI agent. I'm Alexis from Oxylabs, and in the next few minutes, we're going to demystify AI agents together. Stick around, because once you see how they really work, you'll start spotting them everywhere. Okay, let's start with the simplest possible definition. An AI agent is a software system that can think, decide, and take action on its own to complete a goal you give it. Notice the keyword there, action. A regular chatbot talks, an AI agent actually does things for you. You give it a task, and it figures out the steps, uses the tools it needs, and gets it done, with very little hand-holding from you. It can decide the next step and use tools to get closer to the goal. This is what people mean when they say agentic AI. Now you might be thinking, wait, isn't ChatGPT already doing stuff for me? Let's clear that up. A regular large language model, or LLM, is like a really smart friend who knows a lot but can only talk. You give it an input, it gives you an answer, and that's the end of the conversation. An AI agent combines instructions, an AI model, and tools so it can not only answer but also take steps toward the goal. To be more specific, when you give it a goal, say, my flight to Chicago conference just got cancelled, get me there by tomorrow morning, and update my team. It figures out the steps on its own. It can check ticket prices, look at your calendar, suggest the best replacement flights, draft an update to your team, and, if you give it permission, help complete the booking steps. Here's a simple way to remember it. An LLM answers questions, an AI agent can take actual steps toward the goal. Cool. So, an agent can think and act. But how? What's actually happening inside one when you give it a task? AI agents follow a loop called reason and act, which is also called react. Think of it as think, do, learn, repeat. Step 1. Reason. The agent looks at your goal and breaks it down. Book a flight to Chicago becomes check dates, find airports, compare prices, pick the best one. Step 2. Act. It uses tools, a calendar app, a flight search website, your email, to actually do each step. Step 3. Observe. It checks what happened. Did the price look right? Did the website load? Was there an error? And then it loops back. It thinks again, adjusts the plan, and keeps going until the job is done. That's the useful magic. It tracks progress, decides on the next step, and keeps moving towards the goal. Here's a small but important detail. AI agents don't just rely on what they already know. They look things up in real time. This is called RAG, which stands for Retrieval-Augmented Generation. Long name, simple idea. Before the agent answers or takes action, it can pull fresh information from a website, a database, or your company's documents. So instead of relying only on old training data, it can base its answer on more recent or more relevant information. Think of it like a student who actually checks the textbook before answering, instead of guessing from memory. If you are curious and want to delve deeper into what is RAG and how it works, we already have a video covering it. However, this is where things get a little confusing for most people, and honestly, even some tech people mix these up. There's a difference between an AI workflow and AI agent. They do sound similar, but they're not quite the same thing. And the difference comes down to one question: who's making the decision? An AI workflow is a fixed sequence of steps that a human designs ahead of time. Think of automation tools like N8N or Zapier, where you set up rules like when a new email arrives, save the attachment, then post a message in Slack. Here, the AI might handle one step, but the human decides the path. An AI agent is different. The agent decides the path. You give it a goal, and it chooses the steps itself, based on what it sees along the way. It might take a route you didn't even think of. The simplest way to remember it: in a workflow, the human is the decision maker. In an AI agent, the LLM is the decision maker. Both are useful, they just solve different problems. Okay, enough theory. You're probably wondering, is anyone actually using these things? Spoiler alert, yes, and probably more than you'd think. There are customer support agents that handle tickets without a human in the loop. Coding agents write, test, and fix code on their own. Research agents scan hundreds of websites and summarize findings in minutes. In sales and marketing, agents are doing lead research, sending personalized outreach, and qualifying prospects. And it is also working as your personal assistant, like scheduling meetings, summarizing your inbox, planning trips end-to-end. And this is really just the start. AI automation powered by agents is one of the fastest growing areas in tech right now, which is why you're hearing the term everywhere. Alright, before you go and try to build the next big AI agent, let's pump the brakes for a second. AI agents are powerful, but they're not perfect. They can make mistakes, misunderstand goals, or take actions you didn't expect. That's why the smart approach is to start small. Give your agents a narrow task first. Watch how it behaves. Add more permissions only when you trust it. And whenever an agent is touching the public web or your personal data, stick to the basics. Use trusted tools, give it only the access it really needs, and always keep a human in the loop for anything important. Used wisely, AI agents are one of the biggest shifts in software in years. They're not replacing humans, they're handling the busy work so we can focus on the parts that actually need us. Let's pull it all together real quick. An AI agent is a software that thinks, decides, and takes action to finish a goal. It uses a loop, reason, act, observe, to figure things out as it goes. It pulls fresh information through RAG, and unlike a workflow, the AI itself is in the driver's seat. That's the whole idea. You don't need to write a single line of code to understand it. You just need to remember, agents act. If you have questions about AI agents, or you're thinking about building one into your own project, drop us a line at support@oxylabs.io or use the live chat on our homepage. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.